Hey guys, it's PluckySelector here with my unlock level selector. Now you'd use this if you were making like a custom map or something that included levels and you wanted all the level doors to be in like this lobby area, and then they'd have to press the buttons. So like if they want to choose level 1, if they want to go to level 2, they're going to have to do level 1 first. And that's basically the whole point of this machine. They can't just walk up, get to level 3 and cheat, because the door won't open. Same thing goes with level 2. Just doesn't work. So first you have to press the level 1 button. So you can go in here. Yeah, it's kind of messy. I don't know. You could hide this under the ground, I guess, but I didn't. Go in here, do your level 1, come back up to the lobby area, and that shows that you've already done that level. Then you can go and do level 2. We'll open the next door. Now, before it didn't work, but now that we've done level 1, it's opened up. You could come in here, this is just the wiring for those lights and stuff. And then level 3, opens the door, and then just in case you want it, you can press reset, closes all the doors, turns off all the lights. Now, the wiring for this is quite big. It takes up a big area, probably bigger than it needed to take up, but let's try to explain what's going on here. So first, this block right here, this block of iron, is where the button is. Now this input goes 2 directions. First I'll show you this. This just goes into a simple RS NOR latch. It's also called a memory cell, where once you press the button once, it will turn this line on and it will stay on until you get another signal going this way, which will turn the line off and it will stay off. The reason this works because if you power this line, it's going to depower this torch, turning off this line and then allowing this torch to turn on. Since that torch is turned on, it goes into this line, going back into this block, keeping this torch off. So after it goes through this RS NOR latch, it just goes down here through a big mess of wires over here all the way down to the door and triggers it in a very messy fashion, but I'm sure you could fix that. And the other direction that the wire goes into this regular piston. Now the reason that the second button doesn't work until you've powered the first one is that when you power this, when you power this, you see, I can't really see it, but this repeater has nothing to go into. But as soon as you power the first button, this piston will push a block forward and then it will stay there. And then you can see this line is activated. Now, when you press the second button, it can go through this block and then go 2 directions. The first direction into another RS NOR latch that just leads to the door, and then it goes up here, leading to the next piston for the third button. Now the third button would normally come through here, and it can't go through because there's no block. Now I've had to use a lot of repeaters just so that wires don't connect to each other and such. I'm making this video so that if there's any redstoners out there that think they could improve this design, make it much more compact, then they can kind of have an idea of where to start. So now that this repeater can go through here when we press this button, it's going to power that piston. So let's try it here quickly. Yep, you can see it pushes that block in front, and then that line got toggled and it goes all the way over there. And after it's pushed this block, the only thing we have left to do is toggle this line, which will go through into the third and final RS NOR latch. Just the same thing, that line runs over to the door, and that's it. Now, if it was just that, this design would have been a lot smaller. Trust me, I made a design without a reset button, and it was so much smaller. But because we have the reset button, I had to change the way that this piston mechanics fired, because I needed to include room for a piston behind. So the reset switch took up a lot more space. Also, the reset line is coming through here, it has to get all through the circuit, so I had to move circuits everywhere, make them go up and down and up and down. It was pretty crazy. I need that block there. But basically, I'll show you what happens when you press the reset switch. So reset switch is just a really long line going this way. And it comes up this place. And the first way it goes is down here. It goes into this repeater, which is the other side of the RS NOR latch. Now when this is powered, it will turn off this line that's leading to the door. The next place that it goes is to another RS NOR latch. And I had to use repeaters just to get so the signals wouldn't connect. And it goes all the way up to this RS NOR latch, and that will turn off, unpowering the door. And then the third place that it goes is actually to a piston. I'll just skip that one for now. So this is the way to the third and final RS NOR latch. I had to use a lot of repeaters here, but yep, basically it turns it off, unpowers the door. So now let's go back to the piston part of the reset switch. The piston part is right here. What this does is once you trigger the reset switch, it will take this block and push it back to there so that this can't travel through anymore. Before I implemented the reset switch, I can kind of show you what I had going on. Is if I just get some redstone and a torch, button. So this is kind of what I had going on. I had a button here, a button there, a button here, and they would come out. I'm going to need a repeater. It would go out into a block, and then right here there would be a piston, and then over here it would go into an RS NOR latch. Now I'm going to pause the video until I get this fully built, so just stick around. Okay, so I'm back. I've just built the whole design. Now this is the design I had before that did not need the reset switch, and it was a lot more compact. So when we press this button, nothing happens because the repeater cannot go through. So first you have to press this button, which will flip the RS NOR latch. I just have pistons as my output. Pretend that it's a piston door that's pulling down. And now the block is in front of the next one, so we can go like that, and then go like that. The problem is, in order to reset this, you'd have to go through and break, not the piston, just go through, breaking all these wool blocks and replacing them. And then you'd have to go around here, place button on the RS NOR latch, just to reset it. Let's go like this. There, and now that would be all reset. And then I was like, well, I need to come up with a design that will automatically push this green wool back and then trigger these RS NOR latches again. So the reason why the other one had to be so much bigger is because I would need another piston facing this direction in order to push it back and all that. I need another line coming in here, not interfering with any of the other lines, and it just wasn't possible to do in such compact fashion, well, at least in my head. So I just tore the whole thing down and redesigned it into this, so that now there is enough room for the block to push it back. These three things are all separate. So yeah, the reset switch is fully functional. You can see right there, it pushed the block back. There was that kind of long delay, and yeah, so unlock level 1, it all works. Unlock level 2, it all works. Unlock level 3, that all works too. You come back out, maybe you want your friend to try it, so you press reset. Just everything closes. I actually kind of like how these doors close. Like, close, close, close. That wasn't actually intentional, but it's cool. And then this is just some messy line I just threw together really quick just to turn on the lights. You see here it is. Just the light there. So I know this video is kind of long, just me rambling on, whatever, but yeah. So that's one of my devices. Right after this, I'm going to record a video for this, the vertical jeb door, and I will probably show how to make it in that video because it won't take as long to explain as this. Now, this is the first version of this that I ever built, so I don't really remember how to build it exactly, so I won't do a tutorial or anything like that. But I'm pretty satisfied with it. I think I'll use it in an adventure map if I ever make one. So thanks for watching this incredibly long video that I don't know. Whatever. Bye.